There's a lot that's inside of us that we feel when we start this journey and we start as being entrepreneurs, and what decisions do we make? What people do we put around us? What kind of mindset should we have? And there's so much information, but not a lot of wisdom. And Bruce and I have teamed up to really try to bring some wisdom. And it's not that we know everything, we don't, but we know something. We know something that has delivered such fulfillment to us, and we want to do everything we can to bring it to the people around us and to our network. We are very excited to be able to instill the numerous elements and keys to bring what it is that you imagine life should be like. We're going to talk about all that. We're going to talk about the basis, the foundation, communication, the things that should bring you the end result of why you did what you did in the first place. I'm such like the type of person I just want to start like talking, but I want to read you something real quick. Until 1954, most people believe that a human being was incapable of running a mile in less than 4 minutes. But that very year, English miler Roger Bannister proved them wrong. Doctors and scientists said that breaking the 4-minute mile was impossible, that one would die in the attempt. Bannister is reported to have said afterward, "Thus, when I got up from the track after collapsing at the finish line, I figured I was dead." Because we actually don't know what dying feels like either. Which goes to show that in sports, as in business, the main obstacle to achieving the impossible may be a self-limiting mindset. We spend so much time modeling other businesses and modeling other trajectories and other campaigns and other things in this world that we forget that we're unique and forget that we can blaze our own path. There are things in this world that have yet to be discovered. Things that we think if you do this, this is going to happen. If I run a mile this fast, I'm going to frickin' die. You know what I mean? If I do this, this will happen. And you have put those things in your head. Like, you've allowed them to come in. And you know what? It's innate. Like, it's natural to like self-defeat yourself. I don't know why. And the difference is if you're willing to overcome it, to go through what it is and what it takes to overcome this mindset. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's play a game. Do you want to play a game? No. Yeah, here we go. All right.
Nobody told me we were playing a game.
Yeah. So, we're going to play Jenga. And it's for a good reason, but I think we should just have some fun first. So, I'd like to bring up somebody to take the... Okay, first of all, let's back up. Who doesn't know what Jenga is? Oh, well, okay, good. Who's never played Jenga? All right, perfect. Linda, you never played Jenga? Oh, well. Then, Linda, you're the very first person. Come on up here. Come here. Yeah, you got to come up. Linda thinks she's off the hook, but no, because the first person that doesn't know. So what we want to do is we want to take a piece from the bottom, right? From anywhere, and we want to put it on top. So without spilling over the tower.
Oh, okay.
Just one piece.
Okay.
Then we go like this. We go just like this. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Linda. Jenga, you didn't use any more blocks, and it grew, but it's a whole lot more unstable. A lot. This is how you build a business in today's society. We're going to teach you opposite, because that's not how you build a business. That's not how you build your life. But unfortunately, that's what we're trained to do. You think you're growing. Okay, let me just use a testimony. Why did I say it like that? And my inflection was wrong. A testimony. Let's use a testimony. Mine. I was this. So this was a perfect example of Seejepp when I was growing it. I was growing, getting more clients, things were going well. I just was super proud of it. We're super proud of this for some reason. You know, it's growing. We're like, oh, this is awesome. But then you start to feel the, you know, like Tabitha said, oh, this is a really bad idea. You know, you start to feel it. You start to feel like, and not only in your business, you're not feeling like in your business, like my business is going to fail. I think we always kind of feel that. Let's just be honest. Sometimes we're always like, tomorrow it's going under, or, you know, one thing, let's say real quick, this is what this workshop is about, is to be freaking honest with each other, because that is how we're going to grow as people. And our businesses are just servants to us, like not the people, but our businesses. They're vehicles to our fulfillment, okay? So it's okay to be honest. It's okay to be open, and that's how we're going to get through some stuff together. And that's why this is important, to get to where we imagined. So we build our businesses like this. We take pieces from the bottom, from anywhere else. And I think what happens is, Bruce, I think we just stop thinking. I think we don't need what made it what it was in the first place. Yeah, it's how you're nervous in real life. You're nervous about doing this. And when I met Bruce, I needed him so badly because his specialty is creating sustainability in your business and in your life. Well, maybe he didn't go for life at first, but he's created so much sustainability in my life that he's become very close. And I think that's what we really need in our life, are people like that. Maybe someone in this room will connect with somebody and that'll be a great sustainability partner, someone that can create sustainability. But he showed me this. Like, he didn't show me Jenga, but he's like, hey, this is what your business looks like right now. It's growing, and it's making money, and you're getting more clients, but it's going to fall soon because you're not thinking of the foundation. And you guys, like, it's okay. The first part of this is understanding it and accepting it. This is how we build, this is how it's built sometimes. And we got to start putting the foundation pieces back in. As a matter of fact, I think it needs to be even more broad, right? Like, so yeah, my thing, what I'm good at is communication. Like, I like to communicate. I can see it. Like, I see things when it comes to communication and it comes to marketing, I see it in slow motion. Like, it just works for me. It's just like foundation and like making sure that it's sustainable. I didn't see it. I was so blind because I just want to do everything and not think about it. And Bruce, he saved my butt. One thing I'd like to talk to you guys about is I want to make sure that you know how thankful I am and Bruce is to be here and to be speaking at you. Like, you gave up your time. It's a lot of time you gave. And you gave money to be here. And I want you to know that's appreciated. And I hope that you leave here knowing that you received something that is going to be way more valuable than the time that you spent and the money that you spent with us. So I'm very grateful. And that leads me to say, in anything you do in your business, without gratitude weaved in throughout your entire life or your entire business, it just means nothing. It will literally just means nothing. Just feel gratitude in everything that you do in your business. So thank you so much. Bruce and I acknowledge what you guys have sacrificed to be here, and we don't take it for granted. And we really are appreciative that you'd be at our workshop, and we're really excited about the future and knowing you a little bit more and possibly working with some of you in the future too. Just really appreciative of you guys. Because currency is time. Say the money thing, right? So no, your most valuable currency is time. It's not money. Money, why do people sell their time for money? That's weird. Like, I get it. Like, I want value. Like, your greatest and most precious currency is time. So stop giving it away. When I think of a negative thing about somebody else that did to me, or I have unforgiveness, and I'm giving them that time, like, I'm literally giving them time. And it's not even their fault anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. Even with clients in my business, I can't move forward towards my vision to the thing that I want if I'm always, okay, I used to work at digital agencies before Seejepp. I used to work as an employee, a graphic designer. I'm a designer. I'm an artist first. I was a graphic designer at many digital agencies. They're horrible. Like, so many are so bad. It's just negative, horrible, like, just like shadiness, just terrible things that are happening at these companies. And I was just like, I mean, if you know which ones I've worked for or whatever, they're not horrible, but there was others like that I freelanced for. That complaining just took their time away when we could have been doing something so much better. Your greatest currency is your time, and I want you to do something for me. I don't want you to stop chasing money, and I want you to start chasing fulfillment. And you'll start seeing the money come into your business. I promise. I promise you. Number one, are you doing something that fulfills you? If you're not, quit and start finding the thing that fulfills you. Do it. Like, do you need permission? Well, I'm giving it to you. Find your fulfillment and do it. Make the choice, because you're going to die. I'm going to die. We're all dying. So let's live our best life. Let's be fulfilled together. Let's do this. And know that when you chase your fulfillment, all the other stuff that society's built up that you have to have follows. Money is not natural. It's just a thing that society created that we need to buy this computer and this speaker, these tables, the clothes. Like, unfortunate, so unfortunate. I always think money is unfortunate. But it just is. If I had my way, it would be totally different.
For 2 chickens.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I actually have no idea of the plan. I just know it would be different. But it is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hack it. I'm going to hack it. Like, if you're going to make me chase money, then I'm going to hack it by chasing fulfillment. Because I know what money is supposed to bring. You say money creates the American dream, and therefore it's that, and then the American dream is supposed to create fulfillment. Let me look at the American dream real quick. I don't want that. I'm going to throw that out of there. And then money has to bring fulfillment. What is my fulfillment? It's A, B, and C. It's not like yours. One size doesn't fit all. So then there's money, and I'm like, oh, crap, I can't throw that out. So I'm going to chase this. If I'm chasing this, hopefully you see the passion inside of me. Hopefully you see what I want. Hopefully you see me going towards something and you want to partner with me and you want to work together. Amber and I have worked together and we made her a lot of money. Like, I don't know about a lot, but we made her money. We made her more money than she paid me. That's the idea. Everybody won because we were doing what we loved. And it was not very hard. We just went out and followed, remember Josh? We just followed Amber around with the camera, told her to talk. Talk about you. Talk about what makes you special. Talk about your publication. She did. After this meeting, Tabitha and I are going to do a video on nonprofits, by the way. And guess what we're going to do? Do you think Tabitha and I wrote a script? Hell no, we didn't. We're just going to talk, because that's what people want. Eric, you do a vlog. He gets up there, just rants on his vlog, and now he's getting called out by MMA shows, and MMA fighters are like, bro, like, I want to be in your vlog. Because you're being yourself. You're chasing your fulfillment. I'm a communicator. I like to communicate. I think I'm good at it. I think I can frame things through analogies and show people in a way, difficult things, in a way that they can understand them. That's why I'm in digital communication. That's why I have a marketing company. It's because what is marketing? It's communicating. That's all it is. We live in the greatest time ever. Never been a better time to live than for communication. When I'm talking about relationships, I'm talking about business, I'm talking about everything. I can pick up this phone, shoot a video, put it on Facebook, and hundreds of people will see it. That's crazy. I mean, think about it. That's crazy. We all have messages in here. Jared was talking to me earlier, and you were like, I did some selfie videos, I just couldn't do it, man. Like, I was just like, it's so hard. It is hard. It is. But you got to get over yourself, man. You got to just like, meaning, not in a bad way, you just got to accept yourself. You're not perfect, Jared. Eric's not perfect. Looks perfect, doesn't he? But he's not. I'm not perfect. Bruce isn't perfect. But that's why I freaking love you. That's why I love people. It's because you're not perfect. When you die, or I die, or somebody dies, I go to your funeral, you go to my funeral, hopefully you say all the things that were weird, because that's what endeared me to you. He had a really huge forehead. It was hilarious. You know? Like, I like the imperfections. People don't know they like imperfections, but they do. That's a hack. They don't say it. Nobody's going to say that. But you know that they do. They're endeared to your imperfections. They love them. Because that's what makes you unique. Actually, perfection doesn't exist. Have you ever seen it? Why do we want to copy something we've never seen? I've never seen perfection, but yet we're after it. What the hell is wrong with us? Your business isn't going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect. Like, you understand this is business related, right? You understand that without this soul, without this, the business is, you're just subservient to your business. You're the leader. You're in charge. You're in charge of your life. You're in charge of your decisions. You're in charge of all of it. Realize it. Stop, you guys, there's so much to go around in this world. Don't worry about your clients. If you're just yourself, they will come. Jonathan and I kind of have a competing company. But I want you to be so successful. I want you to be like crazy good in Coeur d'Alene. I want to work with you. I want 10 more companies just like mine to grow in Coeur d'Alene. Why? Because Jonathan does it differently than I do it. He's special. Jonathan is unique. He's one of a kind. You're just set apart. That's how you're successful, is you realize it. You just know. Oh, I'm different. There's a lot of realtors out there. And they all want to do the same thing for some reason. Why don't you just stop doing that? Start being yourself. I'm a communications consultant. But I'm not. I'm Corey. That acts as a communications consultant. Greg, there's no commercial banker like you, bro. You're the best one. You're the best Greg commercial banker ever. You're the best you in that role. So be that. Be that. Don't worry about what society says you should do. I mean, do what Wes and Bank CDA says. You don't get fired. Don't hurt anybody and don't hurt yourself. What do you all have in common? You all have one thing for sure in common. You have a message and you need to communicate it. That's what that show is for. I want you to know what I do. I want to communicate. I want you to know. You guys have the same tools. You see the show, you see the internet, Facebook, you see that I'm speaking. You guys can do this. Just do it. Just do it. Start an event. I don't know. You can just do it. Take your phone out and shoot some bug murdering. Put it on Facebook. Those tools are all for you. That's what you all have in common, and that's what I help with. That's what Bruce and I help you do. We help you create a vision, build a map, say, okay, Greg, your hustle, or Tabitha, here's your map. This is where we need to go. It's going to be a lot of hustle. It's going to be a lot of dark times, light times, exciting times, fun times, but at least you know where you're going. And then my kind of specialties, I come in, I go, okay, here are the tools to get there. Here's what's going to really good over this mountain range. Here's how we're going to get through this mud. Here's how we get through this weather. Here's the tools. We're going to use Facebook for this, Instagram for this. We're going to use a website for this. We're going to use SEO for this. We're going to use all this. Does that make sense? We're just going to use the tools. And if Facebook goes away, okay, that's fine. We'll just do VR, or we'll do whatever is growing for the next 10 years. That's why I'm safe, because I don't care what comes. I do not care. How I macro, I push out, and I say, how can I communicate it most effectively? If it's VR, VR. VR is the way. The voice, not the voice, voice. Like voice technology, like Alexa, it's the worst, but it's going to get better. It's the worst because it never listens to me. It doesn't. It's horrible. You guys, and another thing on this map, this map here, this is whole visual. The pursuit is happiness. That's the important part. I like the journey. I have dark times. I have frustrating times. I'm insecure. I have lows and highs, but I like them all. It's because it makes me who I am. I'm going to try to be as less apologetic as I can. You know? Just try to say, hey, that's me. I'm sorry. Like, that's whatever. I'll just correct that. The pursuit is happiness. Enjoy this journey. Enjoy this time right now in this workshop. Maybe you're receiving something. I don't know. But enjoy it. I got to see what the next slide is so I know where I'm going. Oh, wait, that's not where I want to. Hold on. Okay, we're going to watch that in just a second. So, one way that I want you to think about is consistency. Consistency creates trust. And if you've been to any of my talks before and you ever come to them again with me and Bruce, I'm going to talk about this every damn time. You have to do it consistently. Eric is on his almost 100th vlog. I'm on 25. I get hardly any likes, hardly any comments, and I do not care. Because if I'm consistent, if you're consistent in what you do, as long as you have the map, the vision, and you're moving forward, and you're communicating, guess what? You're not freaking done. You can't win a game with one home run. You got to hit some singles, some doubles, you got to bunt, you got to get out a little bit, you got to strike out. Like everybody hits a home run, you know, you do something awesome, and then you sit back, you're like, yeah. No, you're probably going to lose. Just because someone's out there hustling harder than you, and they're being consistent. I'm going to be consistent. I don't care what anybody does to me. I know what I want, and I will get what I want. Because what I want, I believe, is good. And what I want will make the world better. Hopefully that's what you have too. I don't think there's anybody in this room that's maliciously trying to make the world worse. Yeah, I might go along the way, make mistakes, hurt somebody accidentally, and just like hurt myself and break my rules, but I'm going to correct. You know, not every journey is perfect. One way you can create consistency is just have a rule that you don't quit the thing that you're doing. I said it was okay to quit, but like quit the things that aren't bringing you fulfillment. If you're on a journey of fulfillment and you know your direction and you know the things that you want, guess what? You're still going to feel those things, but then you don't quit because you know you have the map that Bruce built and me built. Like, and you're looking at it, you know, like he built for me. Hey, man, this is the map. Okay, I get it. Guess what? Still dealing with stuff. I would not be up here without Bruce. I wouldn't be up here. I wouldn't be able to do what I get to do without you. But it doesn't mean it's not hard. You should have seen me before. I'm like, oh man, I'm nervous. I was so nervous. You know what I mean? I'm always nervous. But I think that makes us better. It's because we care. So, whatever it is you're going to do it consistently and train yourself to do it consistently. How many, raise your hand if you like this person. 4 out of 17. Okay. How many people like this person? Raise your hand if you like this person. Okay, so you got 5, whatever, not even half. Don't look at that right now. That's not what I want you to look at. I'm going to make you look. I'm not going to look at that. That's too negative. You can look at Tom. Oh, wait a second. Tabitha's here. She has a huge crush. All right, so there you go. Look, you may not like Tom Brady, and you may not like LeBron James, but I can sure as hell tell you if you owned a football team or a basketball team, those would be the players you'd want on your team. Why? Hell yeah, they are. And they're consistent. They win. And you trust them. You don't got to be liked. You know what? There's got to be so many people that just don't like my mannerisms, or they don't like the way I say something. They don't like certain things about me, or they watch the TV show or the Facebook show, and they're just annoyed. You know, we all have those people in our life. I'm okay with that because I don't want to attract those people anyway. I want to be myself. If I'm fake, if I'm going to be someone I'm not, I'm going to attract people that I'm not like. And then guess what? I can't sustain that person. Then I become who I'm going to be, who I really am, and then they're like, who the hell are you? And then I break up. That's like a relationship thing. You know what I mean? So in your business, when you communicate, be consistent. And then when they sit down with you, and you're communicating through social media, or you're communicating through websites, or you're communicating through whatever it is, and you're doing it consistently through marketing, and you're traveling that map, and you're continually moving forward, and you're not stopping to camp, then people will trust you. They'll be like, you know what, I may not like you very much, but I sure as hell know you're going to get the job done. So do that. Work-life balance? Yeah, it doesn't exist, you guys. It's just life. Turn your life. Like my goal for Seejepp to have the company is I want to create as much life in my culture as I can, because unfortunately we have to work all day, which we love, we're doing, but I want to create a culture that doesn't feel like work. I tell the team all the time, I want this to be a life, I want this to be family, because you spend so much time here. Are you employers? Do you have employees? Well then, try to make your culture lifelike. Do little things, unlock the door, wash your windows, make it nice and enjoyable, get donuts, get pizza all the time. It's such little expenses to make people so happy. Somebody told me once that they had $5 in their pocket a lot, and they'd always ask the employees, was it Bruce? You told me, right? No? Said like, you'd ask, yes, it was you. You said, yeah, it said, like you ask your staff what it is that your vision is and what we do here, and if they answer the question correctly, you give them $5. Let's do stuff like that. You know what I mean? It inspires them to be a part of the culture, and then it rewards them as well and makes it different. This is your journey. This is your map. This is where you want to go. This is your goal, okay? This is where you start. Look, you guys, you have a vision, and it's over there. You have to go up the hill, right? You have so much momentum, so much excitement, and so much energy to get to the end and to reach the fulfillment, to reach your end goal. You get up here, you're super pumped, you're stoked, you're happy. You could you're the king of the world, right? Or the queen of the world. You could see the goal. You just accomplished something. How do you get there? Which way, what do you have to do? Go up, down, or forward? You have to go forward. Keep moving forward. But when you move forward, you have to start going down and just kind of coast down to this little area right here. It's kind of dark. Your journey is dark. It's lonely. It's not fun. But you know where you were going because you have the map right here in your head. You know the direction to go, which is forward. Problem is, people forget about their direction. They forget about their clarity. They forget about their vision. They can forget about their foundation. They forget about their sustainability. They forget about all of it because it's so dark, it's so lonely, it's so frustrating. They can't even see the goal anymore. You're here. How do I see the goal? I can't. I've got to trust at that point. I have to have faith that it's there. And the only way to get there is to move forward. So when I move forward, I go up, and it's a grind. It's hard, because now I have to go up. But I'm coming out of the darkness. Boom. That's a highlight, right? I'm on top again. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I can see the goal again, but then I got to keep going. And what happens is when you get down here, you guys, in your journey of entrepreneurship, most people are down here camping. They've stopped, and they just set up shop. This is where society lives. That's where unhappiness and culture, the American dream type deal, that's where that lives. Because they've just kind of decided that's it. Does that make sense? But your goals are different. I want you to keep going forward, understand that when you're at these peaks and you're down here, that your goal is still there. And you can still accomplish the goals that you set out to. Keep the vision that Bruce was talking about in mind, and then keep moving forward towards that vision. That's why him and I are a great team, because he provides a map and a vision and clarity, while I'm really great at just getting you forward and moving you through it. So come on up, Bruce, you're good. So I just want to say thank you guys for your time. Hope you enjoyed so far what we brought. We're not very far away from the end of this whole thing.